Y'all motherfuckers was talking shit. Y'all think y'all could beat me in fucking One's Justice. Y'all didn't even get the game when it came out in Japan. I got it when it came out in Japan. So y'all are getting it a little bit late. Y'all getting the North American release. And you're wondering,
Hermes, is One's Justice worth buying? Is it worth the $60?
let's talk about it. Yo! What's going on, my husbandos and waifus? My name is HERMSAUR, and welcome to another video for you guys. This is different. Usually we have a One's Justice ranked match, but I feel like, and a lot of people are wondering if One's Justice is worth buying. It's finally coming out in North America sometime next week, right? I think it's coming out sometime next week, and you guys are wondering, should you buy it? Now, I am one of the people, one of the very few people, might I say stupid, that has purchased it in Japan, where it was $80-something in Japan, and yes, I spent $80-something on One's Justice, but with reason. I felt like it was worth the money just because I wanted to get competitive with it. This is going to be the first, well, more so the second fighting game that I wanted to be good at. I was trying to get good at BlazBlue, kind of successful at it. Here, I was like, I want to be at the top of my game, because if I am someone who covers My Hero Academia, I want to make sure that anyone that comes my way gets the goddamn motherfucking work. Pause, because I need to change my battery real quick. I spent a little bit more than I should have. Was it worth the $85? God fucking no. Is any game worth $85? No, unless there's like DLC that comes with it. This is just a fucking game. So like, yeah, I overspent. But just know, like, I remember Kid was telling me, Kid Otaku was like, yo Herm, you ready to catch these hands? My boy, you better put in the hours when this game comes out, because I'm ready. So every person that comes, bring it. When you played it at AX, I played Hendo, I got bodied. I played Otakify, I got bodied. But you know what? we ain't get bodied no more. Okay, that's enough about me talking about how, like, about my uprise, because I will admit, like, I gotten pretty decent at the game. I can stand my ground against like the top 10 players. I still lose. I feel like there's a lot of it good and there's a lot of bad. Now, as a fighting game, can this be competitive? I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. It's no Dragon Ball Fighters. No goddamn way. It's no Tekken. What other fighting games are there? It's no Smash Brothers, but it's a anime fighting game. And most anime fighting games, let's be real, they aight. The only reason why I chose this is because it's My Hero Academia. I guess the equivalent would be like Ninja Storm, or maybe Burning Blood. Is there a competitive scene with that? Maybe for Ninja Storm. People were saying that it was like Xenoverse. Fuck no, it's not like Xenoverse. This plays way better than Xenoverse in my personal opinion. I haven't played the Ninja Storm games, but I will. I want to get it on the Switch because I know it's available on the Switch. Played Burning Blood, and I do like the playstyle of Burning Blood, though I think One's Justice is a little bit faster. So in terms of the speed of the game, people are asking if it's floaty. I can see the floatiness, but it's not too bad. For me, I'm not more so much of a competitive gamer. Like, the only game that I was truly competitive with was Smash Brothers, and I wasn't even that good at that. And this is like honestly one of the first games where I'm like, I'm actually pretty good. So I'm more so like a casual competitive player. Like I'm casual when I play games. I don't really look at competitive, but I can hop into the competitive if I wanted to. Now with One's Justice, I can actually feel like I could hop into the competitive scene if there is going to be one, which I highly doubt. But how would other people perceive it, like competitive players? I think they wouldn't be too into it just because of the playstyle. But I feel like if some people play the Jump Force demo, unfortunately I wasn't able to play the Jump Force beta, but I think you will like it if you like Jump Force, but except it's more geared towards My Hero Academia. Graphically, and I'm playing on the Switch version, and I've played the PS4 version as well. Graphically, the game looks great. The fluidity of the controls are great. Lag even on the Switch, it's an issue at times, but not so much. So even like on the competitive side, like the online battle mode, it's great. It's a fun time. I see the issue with story mode though. This game is more focused on online mode, so you're meant to play this game online. You're not meant to play the story mode unless you want to unlock All for One. But in terms of story mode, it was literally like reading the manga, but with colored pages. Unlike Black Clover, where the Black Clover Quartet game had a different story, but it's supposed canon, this is just following the anime. So there's not really anything new. This is all like something that we should already know. I have the playthrough if you guys want to see it. We live streamed it, but legit you could just skip it and just go into the fighting. But what I really liked about it is that we didn't get copyright claimed, so that's great. Also, the music is its own music. It doesn't actually use the music from the actual anime. It's its own music, so no copyright claim. is great. But story mode, I will 100% admit it could be better. It was pretty dull. There is nothing really to it. There is nothing great about it. Now, I could see it as being a follow-up to Battle for All. I don't know if you guys remember that on the 3DS, because from here, it's from 2nd season to 3rd season, but not all the way to 3rd season. It's like the first half of the 3rd season, so it goes all the way to the All for One fight, and that's the end of it. And from the anime, it starts from the school festival where they're fighting and stuff. So a lot of it is just like comic strips. So it's not really, or a manga strip. So it's not really like entertaining in a sense. People will say it's lazy, but I could see where they were going with this. This was not meant for like story mode. What it was meant for was for the online mode. Though it's funny because My Hero Academia is more about the story and then the fights, or the game is the fight and then the story, but the story is more so so story mode's not that amazing. I'm gonna be real. In terms of the game and how it plays, enjoyable. Online mode, let's talk about online mode real quick. Online mode, oh my god. So I love online mode if the players are not salty. One thing is like the game plays well online, like occasional lag depending on the person's internet that you're facing or your internet. The issue lies is the salty players. They always fucking disconnect. They will rage quit. They will turn off their Switch so you don't get your points. And that's what annoys me. Is like right before they lose, right before, if it doesn't say win and they disconnect before you go win or lose, you don't get your points. It's so common. And there's no repercussions to the person that disconnects. So I feel like Bandai, Nintendo, PlayStation, or whoever is going to release this game, mostly Bandai because they're the ones running the system, they need to figure out a way to just like give them a timeout, ban them from continuously disconnecting. There are times when we recognize a character that we're playing against or a person that we're playing against and we're like, he's about to disconnect, because I know for a fact like there's a few people that I constantly beat and they disconnect because they don't know how to beat me, and it's so fucking annoying. And I don't get my points. It's a point scale system for the rank, and even though I beat him and he rage quits before we hear win, I don't get those points. So I feel like that's a fix that needs to happen, and it's so annoying. Like that is like my main gripe about online mode. We could talk about the lag, but what game doesn't usually have lag every once in a while? The rage quitters, there's no repercussions for it. And I still think the game does need to work on balancing on some of the characters here and there. There are really good characters, and there are characters that I feel like are good in the anime but don't really do much. Like for example, Froppy's a great character, but Froppy, she needs more, man. She needs more. But I think it all depends on your person's playstyle. It depends how you play your character. People all have a different way of playing a fighting game. People have a different way of playing a game. So essentially what you need to do is choose a character that fits your playstyle best. Like for me personally, shoot style Deku is great, Toga's great, and regular Deku's great, and I'm kind of getting used to Bakugo again. Then there's people who like to zone out, like Kaminari's a zone monster. Jiro is great for combos. But for me, I like quick, fast characters like shoot style Deku. It's fun. Combos are a thing. There are some like movements in like, especially in ring out situations, that I feel like are completely stupid. And I'll admit I've used some of those stupid moves just to take a dub. You know, sometimes you gotta take a dub, right? It's like I'm saying take a dump, but I'm saying take a dub. Some situations in the game that still I probably just haven't delved deep into it as a casual player. There are some times where you feel like you should be able to get out of a situation, but you can't. Some movements are slower than others. Some characters move slower than others, but some characters break the shields a lot more. There's different movements where it makes a lot of sense. It's a satisfying feeling to actually be able to complete a combo and to be able to attack a person and beat the person that you always lost to. I remember when I first picked up the game, the ranked matches was nothing but Todoroki's. But at the end of it all, we were able to take on Todoroki. Todoroki is no longer an issue for me. The issue is Kaminari still, but we adjusted the game, we adjusted the player, and it gives us 2 matches on the ranked system. Now, in terms of like linking battles with your friends, fighting battles with your friends, I don't think it's that bad, at least on the Switch. You just create a code and then you send the code to your friend and they search you up that way. So that's not it's not too bad, but I don't know if we can cross-play with PlayStation. I know it's been an issue, especially with Fortnite. So I think they're barely gonna start doing it now, but I just knew like I only played with Switch players. I know I wanted to play Papa Berto. I wanted to see if he would get a game, but I think he's playing on PS4. People had legitimate complaints about One's Justice. Like for example, Avatar Yaya a while back made a video on it, and then he said like, especially when the patch came out, a lot of things were fixed. A lot of like combos that would be like deal breakers that were like non-stop were able to be stopped. But there are some combos still where you're just like, this is so fucking stupid. For example, like Bakugo is just like, he has this combo that he could continuously do, break your shield, and then you're just fucked after that. But like I said, there's always a way around solving that problem. Now here's what people want to know. Is it worth the $59.99? It depends. If you really can't wait and you love My Hero Academia, I think there would be no price tag to it. Even though I spent $85, even though I felt like it's not worth $85 for a My Hero Academia fan, I loved it and I didn't mind paying that much. So $59.99 is not really like a thing, I guess. It's not something that you should like stress over. But if I was to put a price on it, maybe $40. I would make it $39.99 or $29.99. Between $30 or $40 is a great price for this game. $50 to $60, it's kind of pushing it. But if you are a My Hero Academia fan, why not? But if you want to get good at this game, my suggestion is to get it when it comes out and start playing the fuck out of it. And that's one thing that is always hard, because if you fall behind in a game that you want to be competitive at and you play it later along the lines, people will already be fucking crazy good. So I always like to get ahead of the game, and that's why I got in Japan. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. So I don't know if this was helpful for you guys. Hopefully it was. I was just giving guys my opinion about the game. I still enjoy the game. I'm still playing it to this day. I'm gonna play it later tonight. So let me know in the comment section below if you guys are gonna pick up the game. If you guys are gonna catch these hands, my boy.